Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to show you how to make a nice, easy, simple breakfast just using the air fryer. This thing is super simple to make. It's literally, you can put this thing inside the air fryer, you can take your dog for a quick walk around the block if you need to, and then obviously it'll be done at the same time. So what I'm going to do, just need to run down to the shops because I need to grab a couple of ingredients for it. Okay, so there you go. First thing that I'm going to need, these things are really good because you can stick them inside the air fryer and they do not make a mess. Need that, they're super cheap as well, so you can get a big pack like that for like £1.30 as well. So this is going to be a super simple recipe to have. I have this a lot on my rest days as well because it's just super easy to make. You can just put it inside the air fryer and it's virtually done for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get all these ingredients home because I've got the rest of them in my fridge. We'll get these home and I'll show you how to put this thing together. Okay, so we're back home. I'm going to show you now how to make this thing. It's super quick and super easy. Okay, super simple. So all you're going to need is these trays here. Like I just showed you, that you can get these in bulk as well, and they're super cheap to pick up as well. So I'm just going to use one of those, and then I'll put the rest away for another day. I'm then going to use 2 whole eggs so I can put some healthy fats into it. I'm then going to whack in some egg whites to increase the protein intake. And then we're going to use 2 bacon medallions. I'm going to use 2 of those, and then I'm going to be using 1 serving of this. Now normally a serving of this is 25 grams, but we're going to put in 30 grams just to increase it a little bit more. Right, nice and easy. First step we're going to do is we're just going to put the eggs into here because I need to put the healthy fats in. Now check this, this is an easy way to crack an egg. 1, 2, right, and it should just fold out like that. And there's 1, and there is 2. Okay, so once you've just given it a whisk up, all you're going to do is you're going to take your tray, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the kitchen scales out first, okay? And just put that on there. Okay, we don't need to weigh out the egg, okay? All we're going to do is just tip that straight inside there, just like that. So next step is we're going to get 2 of these bacon medallions and we're going to cut them up, okay? Yes, I'm using scissors. You can use a knife if you want, but I'm just lazy and I like to use a pair of scissors all the time. So once the bacon is all inside, okay, all you've got to do is get your egg whites. This is where we're going to increase the protein intake now, okay? So what I'm going to try and do is I'm trying to get 200 grams into here, okay, just to increase the protein intake. Okay, so we've put the egg whites inside, okay, and we've got just enough room now to put my fat-free cheese over the top, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put over 30 grams and we're just going to stick it all around the top, okay? Right, cheese is all in, okay, so this is the next bit, okay, you're just going to need your air fryer. So what I normally do is I take this bit out, okay, because I don't need to use this bit. So all I'm going to do is we are going to stick this very carefully. Now this is the hard part, so you don't spill it anywhere. You can put it into the oven if you want to put it in the oven, but I like to put it actually down into the air fryer because I just find it easier. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in the air fryer now for roughly about 15 minutes. Right, that thing's cooking away in here, okay, so yeah, 15 minutes and 200 degrees Celsius. I just whack the thing right up to the top, I mean, why not? So then what you can then do is, while you're waiting for that thing to cook, because you don't really need to keep an eye on it, if you've got a dog, just take your dog out for a 10-minute walk or something, and virtually this thing will be done. Or if you've got chores around the house to do, just get them done nice and quick. This is what I do, and then before you know it, you've got your meal ready to go. After about 15 minutes, it's still not quite done, okay, because it's still a little bit runny around the edges, okay. So what we're going to do now is just be careful because this thing is going to be hot. All you're going to do is just run your knife just around the edges, just like this, okay, just to let some air through it, okay, nice and easy. Then if you really want to, you can just give it a little poke. Just a little poke on top of it as well, because as you can see, it's still not quite done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back inside the air fryer for about another 5 minutes. Okay, so after the 15 minutes, as you can see, it's all done. Now what you can do just to check it is if you just want to run your knife through, you'll see if there's anything that's running in there. If it's still running, just whack it back in for another 2 minutes as well. Okay, but all you got to do now is just come like this, and we're just go around the edges, okay, and then what we're going to do is just slowly get this off and transfer this in onto the plate. And then once you got it onto the plate, there is your breakfast. So look, Nice, easy. It even looks like, it just reminds me of just having a normal breakfast pizza, really. So yes, the fibre is quite low in this one, but the protein is high, and the fat, you've got some healthy fats in there as well. But if you want to increase the fibre intake, what you could do is you could add in some mushrooms as well. You can have it like an all-day breakfast sort of like thing. So it'd be like a pizza. You can have some mushrooms for some fibre in there. You can put some beans next to it as well. You can literally make this however you want to make it as well. Super simple to make as well. But yeah, this one I use quite regularly. Okay, so ready for this? I'm going to just show you the macros for this thing. Okay, so total calories for all of that is 390 calories in total. Okay, so that was 390 calories in total. Okay, so there is a massive 62 grams of protein in there. You've got 17 grams of fats in there, which is all healthy fats as well, and then there's 4 grams of carbohydrates. There's no fiber in there, but do not worry, because there's a way around that option. If you want to increase the fiber intake, it's really simple to do. Okay, obviously you've got that meal there, so if you want to bulk the meal out even more, okay, make it a lot more filling, just add in the fiber. What you can then do is you can add in what I normally do. My personal favorite is usually the spinach. I like to get the spinach, I have to wither it down, and then I put the spinach in, and I'll put the mushrooms in. You can also put in some tomatoes on the side as well if you really want to. You could turn it into you could have that as a salad as well on the hot summer days as well. Easy for dinner, you can have that. It's like a little quiche at the same time, but it'll keep the carbs down for you as well if you're going for that low carb lifestyle as well. So this is ideal for anyone on a low carb diet as well at the same time. Obviously, if you are going to go for the low carb and you're in the low carb options, then make sure your protein is up. Make sure you've got some moderate fat going in there as well, and then you can just keep the carbs down as well. But again, this is ideal for anyone on a low carb, or if anyone's on high carbs, you can still have it on high carbs. Okay, it's absolutely fine. Just also make sure you're tracking everything into MyFitnessPal so that you know what is going in as well. Okay, because I've got some more stupidly simple recipes coming in like this. Okay, so if you want to see any more of these, just make sure you put them into the comment section for me underneath. Also, go check out the playlist as well, because everything is all in a playlist as well. I've already got a load of recipes going in. Okay, so everything goes in. I'm also going to be putting the recipe for this video in the description box for you underneath, okay, just in case you want to follow it, and then you can just follow it. Again, another easy, simple recipe that you can have if you're in a deficit, or if you're in a maintenance, or even if you're going into a lean bulk as well. You can still have this sort of stuff. Just make sure, again, you are tracking everything with MyFitnessPal, whatever your goal is, okay? That way you can keep yourself on track with it at the same time. I am going to be putting up a video for how to use stuff like this. I've already done a video for how to use MyFitnessPal, and I'm going to link it for you in the description for you underneath, so you can go and have a look at that as well. So just remember, I will be doing another one soon, so make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button down there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.